Hey, what is up, squad? We are back with some more Ninjago character Taylor season 8. And yeah, we're gonna, do this before we start season 9. I'm pretty hyped, man, because I'm gonna check out season 9 right after this. But yeah, season 8 was definitely an awesome season. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the entire season was just really, really good from start to finish. I enjoyed like the little animation changes, the little upgrades. The choreography was super awesome. Same with the music, like just everything from start to finish. I enjoyed it. Obviously, there were like a little bit of like points I didn't like too much, but overall, it was like a super good season. I mean, like when I catched a Ninjago, I will definitely like. I know a lot of people are always asking whether this is my favorite season or last season was my favorite season. I'm gonna do all of that at the end when I'm caught up, and then we'll do this entire, which season was my favorite kind of thing. Because I've been getting a lot of people asking me that, so I don't want to, spoil too much fun. But yeah, enough of that. If you guys want early and uncut reactions, make sure to check out the Patreon. If you want early edited reactions, check out the YouTube membership. And let's get right to it. First things first, we got Dareth. I'll be honest, I really wish we had more Dareth. Dareth this season, like, we got him at the bar, right? Bro was just chilling. Still like the fact that he still likes gossip, which is kind of funny as well. Dude, that's actually insane. Like, his apartment, or I guess his rented room is definitely interesting, and it's kind of crazy how different it is. But the fact that he's like, we first started off with him being in the dojo, and now he's kind of like became a bartender. It's interesting how every few seasons we get like a new job with him. But yeah, he's a great comedic relief. But obviously, since we didn't get too much of him this season, I think I'll put him at just S this time. Usually I have him at S+ because he's always really, really good. All right, we have the police chief. Just trying to think, what did he do? Okay, we had his help. Bro got completely shitted on by Garmadon. He also did, give the order to have the police, surround the castle and stuff like that. But overall, like, he's just an alright character for me. Like it's just like I don't really care if he's there or not. So for me, he's like a C. All right, Mr. E. Bro, I love Mr. E. I think Mr. E is like a really, really fucking cool antagonist. I wish we really got more of him. It's cool that they revealed him to be a Nindroid. I know that you guys said that there are like some cuts and stuff like that where it's revealed that it was meant to be Echo Zane, but then they decided to not go with that plot. But you guys did tell me there was something to watch for that. So if you guys want to chuck that in the comments, that would be, appreciated. I could definitely check that out. That would be very interesting. But yeah, overall, loved his design. Love the colors. Like Crimson Red is one of my favorite colors. His swords being, that type of red color, actually fucking cool, bro. Like, I still think, I'm trying to think, was that my favorite battle, him and Zane? I think it was my second favorite battle in the season, right? So yeah, I definitely do wish they would take off his mask. Obviously, don't spoil it for me, but it would be interesting to know what he looked like under that mask. But yeah, overall, S+ for me. Top tier character. All right, Harumi. Question is, wait, is there another Harumi here or not? Okay, because the thing is, I was going to separate it into two. I feel like I was thinking like Princess Harumi. She was like, like a B for me. But then when she became the quiet one, right, revealed to be the quiet one, 100% an S for me. Obviously, I think she's amazing. I don't think she's top tier though for me for the season for the antagonist. Like, I enjoyed the portrayal stuff. The story was good. The direction was good. And then the flashback, the way it tied, her back with the Great Devourer and her losing that was really, really sad, obviously. But overall, her motive, I guess, like, for turning onto the Green Ninja, that part I don't really get too much, in my opinion. Like, I feel like that shouldn't warrant enough hate for her hatred for the Green Ninja, unless she just wanted to resent him for not getting there early enough, right? Not getting there to help her parents before they, before the building collapsed. So I guess that is one way you could look at it, right? Like, just not being there fast enough, right? But the thing is, like, we don't live in a picture perfect world where there is 0 casualties. Like, that is just impossible. Like, you can't just expect someone to be there always at the right time, right? That's why heroes always comes late, by the way. Like, yes, sometimes they'll come on time, but it's not always. But yeah, unfortunately, she will be an S for me. Yeah. Overall, but I did enjoy her like character change, especially when she took off her makeup as well for the scars, right? I think that was awesome. I do wonder how she's gonna develop though. All right, Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is also an S for me. I wish we got a little bit more of her, but I really enjoyed her character, the way that she's crazy. Her, I guess her yells, or I guess war cry. What do you even call it? A war cry, I guess, like the every time before she battles. Yeah, I enjoyed her from the start, ever since her first appearance. So that was definitely very, very interesting. I do wish we get more of it, I guess, where she's taking more of a commanding role. Like, I think it was cool what we got during like the first 2 eps. Yeah, I think it was the second ep, right? Or was it the third ep? But the chase between her and oh yeah, I think it was around second ep. Yeah, when Lloyd, had the mask of deception, and then Ultraviolet was chasing after him. I think that was really sick. So that was a cool, face off, right? All right, we have the big one. He's definitely interesting. Obviously, I do know there's like someone with a similar body type like Dogshank, but you have to realize Dogshank is like built. He's like a big blob, He's like Snorlax, you know what I mean? Like Dogshank was like shredded, right? But he was more of like a big blob like Snorlax. Overall, I did like him. I think I put him at S. Yes, yeah. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I really enjoyed him. Like, I think it was cool. Whenever he put on the Master Deception, the telekinesis powers was definitely very, very interesting. I just wish we had more him taking more of a, I guess, like a commanding approach. Like, apart from like the very first time we saw him, he never really led anything, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to see more out of the big one. Obviously, next season's going to be fucking gas. All right, this is, what's his name? Was it Luke? Wait, fuck, I forgot the name already. But he was the one with the white master, right? The white ninja. Bro, I feel like it's a wasted potential, you know what I mean? Like, the very first episode, we got introduced to these ninja-like characters, right? Which I thought were the ninjas, by the way. They were all dressed up in this cool, like, Kamen Rider or like Red Ranger fucking fit. I'm like, dude, they look sick. And all they ever did was only reveal one of them. I really wish they didn't reveal them because they look really, really cool like that. But for me, I think just A. He's only an A because based on the very first episode, I think it was sick what they did, trying to inflate into the Borg Tower. I do wonder who were the others along with him, because we had like all the elements with them, right? Obviously, I think Mr. E was one of them, right? Like Mr. E was, yeah, I think he was one of them, right? But I do wonder who else was dressed up with him, because they never really showed that, and I think it was really cool that you kind of had this like counterpart, right? With the ninjas in terms of like the same color. So I really wish they kind of showed more of that. All right. Next one, Mistake. She did a really good job. Like, she's not my favorite. She's a good supporting character, right? Like, here as the traveler to go to, helping, Lloyd heal up, as well as, telling the story about the first realm. So overall, she's just a B for me. Like, she's a good character, but she's there to, help progress the story, right? All right, you kind of got, what are these guys' names again? I forgot all of a sudden. To me, they're okay. They were C. I mean, it's not like they really did much, right? They're just like fodder. All right, Lloyd this season, super awesome. I really enjoyed Lloyd this season. Just the growth, the confliction. Obviously, he's still growing up, right? So it's understandable why he made that choice to go off on his own to voice versus father. And dude, that was such a fucking go-to battle. But yeah, it was definitely very interesting how the season definitely focused on his side of the things, right? Just from everything start to finish, like with him falling in love with Princess Harumi, and then him, experience the feeling of loving someone for the first time, but then also getting that betrayal feeling, right, from the one that he likes the most. And then the way we ended off, like after the Garmadon fight, like the very last episode where, he re-quoted her from the very first, or from the very start, right? I forgot what they said again. Something about the villain, right? Keep it close. The way he re-quoted that was fucking sick. But at the end of the day, at least he's still there. Even though it was definitely heart-wrenching the fact that he witnessed his friends get crushed by the Colossus, right? You call it the Colossus, the big guy. But yeah, but obviously he doesn't know that they had the Travelers team, right? So they're currently in the first round. But yeah, overall, Lloyd S+ for me this season. He was awesome. Now we have the king and the queen. To me, irrelevant. It's just like they felt like they were very strict parents. Very obviously they had to uphold like the royal, I guess, tradition and royal air to them, or like manners, right? Like pretty much their hierarchy was different, and yeah, I didn't really like that. It just felt suffocating. But obviously, I'm not gonna rank them because I just don't know enough about them, right? And they're pretty much dead now, right? So yeah, I feel bad. All right, who's this one? Okay, this one. Just trying to remember. Who is this? Sorry, my memories. All right, the parents. Okay, I was like, fuck, who is this? And is this one the warlord one, right? The villager. No, it's the parents. Am I getting it right? Wait, let me check. Okay, yeah, it is her parents. I was like, but I was tripping out a bit. Okay, her real parents. Not gonna lie, I'm only gonna rank them high because W to them for sacrificing themselves and letting Harumi, get into the elevator by herself. Obviously, it led to a bunch of tragedies, but the parents want what they want best for their child, right? So W to them. All right, Lord Garmadon or Emperor Garmadon, bro. He is so fucking cool. It's insane. Like just a fully true potential Garmadon that's nothing to hold him back anymore. None of the I guess like bonds to hold him back, like the family bonds. All of that just gone, and cut it off. His connections with Lloyd and Misako, and the fact that he can display this level of power is fucking insane, bro. Like I feel like his powers are literally at the point where he's I wouldn't say he's as strong as the Golden Ninja, but I would say he's almost there. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck, that's insane, by the way. I am genuinely surprised just how strong he is. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of things. Obviously, you guys say he's not being controlled, but yeah, I get that he's not being controlled. Like, it's not mind control. It's more like influence, I would say. Like, he's being influenced by Princess Harumi to do that. Like, I know he's not completely mind controlled. It's like he still has his own awareness, but it's like, it's a little bit dulled down in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, definitely S+ for me this season. Like, dude, I can't wait to see what happens next season. Like, the fact that there's a trilogy, so that means we're gonna get 2 more seasons of this Garmadon. That's gonna be cool, bro. All right, Hutchins, dude, I'm sorry, Hutchins. I'm sorry for doubting you, man. But like, let's be honest, you were so sus that I was kind of expected him to be, one of the traitors. But at the end of the day, I guess he wasn't, right? Yeah, I'm sorry I doubted you. Just because I doubted you, I'm gonna put you at A, man. Otherwise, usually you would be like a B for me, but yeah. Okay, we only had him in the first episode, right, with Kai and Zane. Didn't think he'll make a comeback. Really did not care for this guy, honestly. I'm just surprised he made it out of prison. Dude, I was so surprised by the prison, by the way. Like, where were the other prisoners? Like, did they only just have the Sons of Garmadons in the prison? Like, where the heck were like the other actual like people outside of the Sons of Garmadon gang, right? I was like, what the heck? All right. These are the warlords, right? Yeah, didn't care. I'll just put him D. Postman. Feel bad for you, Postman. Bro really did not appear for the rest of the season, bro. Bro said his line and then he dipped out, man. Like, straight up. I'll just put him at S. Like, W Postman, by the way. I can't believe they announced it like that, though. This is the one that stood up for his family against Garmadon, right? Isn't he? Yeah, he is. Not gonna lie. He had the resolve, but then until, Garmadon pulled out his telekinesis, that entire fucking mountain, like, bro, I guess anyone would be crushed by that, right? Like, he doesn't want to see his family, get crushed by that. He doesn't want to see them die. So at the end of the day, he had to submit, right? So I guess I would put him, high B. Actually, I'll put him lower than Mistake. How was I feeling about Jay this season? I don't know, because Jay is definitely like, I think I've said it before in a comment where Jay is my least favorite ninja. And it's understandable why he is. Like, just his traits remind me a lot of Usopp. Like, if you watch One Piece, you would know what I'm talking about, right? Obviously, I think he's better than Usopp in terms of character, but like, still. I think he didn't have like a super big moment this season, eh? But I definitely did love the upgraded Spinjitzu. That shit was pretty cool. And then the way he took down the Colossus too with his lightning powers. But I still think he was definitely very awesome this season. So I think I put him at S. Yeah, I think I put him like around here, actually. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good area. All right. We have the police. To me, they don't matter. I think they're just the same level, you know? And then you have Gossip. She's around. I mean, she's just reporting the news, right? I'll put her at C I'll put her at B just out of respect for Dareth. That's it. Just out of respect for Dareth. That's it. And then you have the warden. I mean, the warden really didn't do much. He just got kicked out and he just got kicked out. Like, where was everyone else, man? Like, no contest, just got cooked, man. Like, what the hell? All right, and then we got our new Eagle. Eagle's awesome as always. I'll just put him at A. And then let's go with Cole. Cole was really good this season. I enjoyed Cole this season. He was very awesome, being that fatherly figure, right? And then we got the singing stuff with the sunshine. It was definitely interesting to see him not give up. Like, he was the only one that was, seriously searching for Wu. Even though everyone else had kind of given up in some, form of way, but Cole, like, he just did not, give up, and he just kept going and going and kept trying to find Wu. And I really, really, really respect that, especially after the fact of what happened last season, right? So I think that's awesome. But yeah, I enjoyed his powers this season. It was definitely different. I think I kind of got used to it, like the new Stone Punch or Rock Punch, right? I definitely got used to it after seeing it a few times. Like, at first, I thought it was really weird, the change for the animation detail. But I did like the fact that it also showed the scar on his I guess, forehead area. So yeah. All right, but definitely S+ for me this season. And Zane's the same. Like, definitely Zane was the same for me this season. He did so much this season compared to last season. Like, I felt like last season he was like he pretty much got knocked out of commission last season, and I did not really enjoy that. But yeah, just everything Zane did this season was fucking awesome. Like, just from tracking the Sons of Garmadon, having that fight with Mr. E, that shit was so fucking goated, man. The ice powers coming in clutch multiple times, by the way. I really loved his choice of weapon this time with the ice. No, not with the ice, with the bow and arrow. What would have been cooler is if he had the ice infused with the bow and arrow. That would be so sick. Like, imagine shooting an arrow and then it freezes them. Like, fuck, that would have been so cool, man. I do wish they could do that. The things that I want to see out of the ninjas, the way I want to see them develop more of their elemental powers is like, let's say, enveloping their weapons with their elements. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see like Kai infuse his sword with fire and like have a nice cool fire sword and stuff like that. Like, we already see that with Zane's, ice shuriken. So why can't Kai do that with like his sword and stuff like that, right? That would definitely be very, very fucking cool. But yeah. All right. Nya. Nya's pretty awesome this season, but I don't think she was like super, super awesome. I still think she was an S this season, but I felt like I didn't see enough. I did like the way her Spinjitzu looked. At first, I wasn't too sure, but then the more I looked at it, the way the water was like flowing, that shit was cool. Unfortunately, I did feel like she kind of took more of a backseat at this time, but it was really cool the way she saved the Destiny bounty with like using the rain, slowing down the boat from the sky. That shit was so fucking cool. Also, I only just realized like recently too that how Zane got discovered was because Princess Harumi was on the Destiny bounty. I'm not sure why that slipped my mind, because she was the mole, so obviously she's the one giving all the commands behind the scenes, right? So yeah, that was definitely very interesting. All right, Kai. Dude, Kai looks so different. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like he aged more than the others, to be honest, this season. Like, and just in terms of looks. But yeah, I definitely like Kai. The only thing I didn't like about Kai was 100% the part where when Lloyd was down, right, and we needed to infuse all the elemental powers into him, right, and we had either the issue of whether they would lose their powers or not. I didn't like the fact that he wasn't the very first one to give up his power, or like didn't mind giving up his power. It's because like based off what we saw from season 1 to 7, the way his relationship with Lloyd, you would think he would be the first one to do it without any hesitation. So I was really surprised they did that with his character for that little part there. So yeah. But hopefully he develops better. Like that was probably the only part I didn't like. But overall, I always like Kai. Like Kai is just awesome. But this season, I think I would put him. I'm just trying to think of any other notable things he did this season. I don't think he got his like super big moment, eh? No. Other than always leading the charge and being a little bit, not cool, calm, and collected. So yeah. So I think I put him at S this season. And then we got Little Wu. Right? This little dude, who would have thought that was Little Wu? I'm gonna put him at S plus though. Like after watching the Golden Hour short as well. Would I include it? I'll be honest, the Golden Hour short didn't explain everything, man. Like, dude, I really wished it did go into everything further. Like, I felt like they could have gone into it way further. The fact that you kind of end Akronitz and Krutz's story right there, where they just become lost in time without an actual ending, is not sure if I like that or not. I felt like that's a little bit of a plot, and then you make him turn into a kid, but then you don't show how he got out of the time vortex, right? Like, how did Misako find Little Wu, and then how did Misako? I mean, not Misako. How did Princess Harumi capture Misako and Little Wu, right? Like, I want to know all that, but I wanted to know all that detail. So maybe they'll get that in a backstory. Maybe we will get that in a backstory. I don't know, man. But I definitely wanted more. But Little Wu coming in clutch as always with like bringing the keys and stuff like that. It was definitely very funny. All right, to Misako. I mean, I always love Misako. She's just a great character overall, right? I think I'll just put her at high A. A little bit sad that we never got her to do any more Spinjitzu again. You guys said that the last time we got Spinjitzu was during that time, but I'm pretty sure she showed Spinjitzu more than that, no? I'm just trying to think. Did she show it in like season 5 and season 4? I don't remember, actually. I kind of feel like I need to go back. But yeah, she definitely put up a good fight against Garmadon, but obviously that wasn't enough, right? Honestly, her relationship still not really cleared up, like between her, Wu, and Garmadon. I do wonder whether they're gonna like make it clear, like what her actually. Obviously, there's been multiple occasions where she's said that this man is no longer my husband and stuff like that. And so now, are you like actually together with Wu or not? Like, genuinely, I do wish they make it clear sometime in the future, though, like her relationship. All right, Pixal. I mean, it was a pretty easy thing to guess, right? Her being Samurai X. The thing is, I was hoping with her being Samurai X, she would actually start to do more, but I felt like nothing really changed. Like, genuinely, like she got hacked. She didn't do too much, and yeah, she just was a non-factor. I feel like honestly, I really wish she had more up her sleeve. Like, I wanted her to be more of a deciding factor, have more of a moment as well, to show what Samurai X can do. But I just felt like that never really happened. Obviously, I enjoyed like the emotional talk between her and Zane, right? Like them talking about her being if she preferred Zane having her in his head, right? But at the end of the day, I think Zane wanted her to be her own person, right? And so I'm glad. I think he was glad that she had a body for herself, right? So yeah. All right, I think that's it, right? So yeah, overall, I think this would be my list for the season. Definitely a lot of top tier characters for me this season. Very well balanced this season. Usually my character tier lists are usually like top heavy. Like generally, I always feel like I overload the ASS plus. I feel like like I've gone back and looked at my tier list and like yeah, definitely. I actually, now that I think about it, I actually brought up my previous season tier list. So wait, where is it? Wait. Yeah, like I bought it just to see, like I wanted to compare where did I place everyone compared to like previous seasons, right? Like for example, like Kai and Ya and Dareth, they were like all S plus. And then this season, I kind of put them all just in the S, right? Which is definitely very interesting. Obviously, Wu and Garmadon, still S plus, so that's kind of the same. Last season, I had Cole, Lloyd, and Jay in S. Where do I have them this season? Like Lloyd, Cole, all in S plus, and then Jay still in S. So yeah, I guess that's the same. I had Zane in A last season, but then again, last season that was probably the least I enjoyed of Zane. So I'm glad he's kind of S plus this season. So it's definitely cool to see the differences each season. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Tier list, that was pretty fun to make out. Like I like doing these tier lists because it helps me break down my thinking, what I think, and also helps me recap the events, right? So yeah. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Who were your top 5 favorite character this season? And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.